Formagi YouTube video k lia oper jo tum ny story lik kdhs k oper tai men strong hook lik k do. Hook jandar. Suspenseful our curiosity si barpor hona chaye k mary vauer engage ho jn our video ko ntk decken. The night air was thick and heavy. A faint breeze carried the scent of wet earth and jasmine. She walked slowly along the empty street, each step echoing in the silence. The streetlights flickered, casting shadows that danced like restless spirits. Her heart beat faster with every sound that broke the stillness. A soft whisper reached her ears, barely audible, like someone breathing her name. She froze, listening. The whisper came again, closer, warmer, but impossible to locate. The walls around her seemed to lean in, narrowing the path, pressing her senses. A sudden rustle behind a trash can made her jump. Her fingers trembled as she clutched her coat tighter around her. The whisper turned into words, sweet, gentle, intimate. Come closer, it breathed, do not be afraid. Her instincts screamed to run, but curiosity rooted her in place. The street seemed endless, twisting and bending, unfamiliar yet familiar. The whispers grew urgent, almost pleading. She stepped forward, each footfall heavier than the last. The air felt thick with tension, as if the night itself was holding its breath. A shadow moved at the corner of her eye. She turned sharply, heart pounding in her ears. There was nothing but darkness and the faint outline of a tree swaying in the wind. Then a hand brushed her shoulder. It was cold, icy, sending shivers up her spine. The whisper was in her ear now, louder, insistent, impossibly close. I have waited for you. She spun around, but no one stood there. The air seemed to pulse with unseen presence, pressing against her skin, her lungs, her mind. The streetlights flickered violently, plunging her into darkness. And then she saw the reflection in the window, a face she recognized, but twisted, distorted, impossible. It smiled at her, and whispered her name again. Her breath caught in her throat as the distorted reflection leaned closer. It was her own face, yet not. The eyes were too dark, hollow, and filled with a longing she could not understand. Her heartbeat raced, echoing like a drum in the empty street. She tried to speak, to call out, but her voice failed her. The whispers multiplied, surrounding her, coming from every shadow, every crack in the walls. They were soft at first, like silk brushing against skin, then sharp, piercing, almost desperate. Do you remember me? One hissed. Do you know me? Another whispered, a tone that made her stomach twist. The wind shifted, carrying with it fragments of voices, laughter, crying, all mingled together. The street seemed to stretch endlessly, twisting into shapes she could not comprehend. Every building around her felt alive, watching, waiting. She stumbled backward, tripping over her own feet. The whispers became laughter, cruel and jagged, slicing through her mind. She pressed her hands to her ears, wishing to shut out the voices, but they were inside her now, inside her skull, curling around her thoughts. And moved with an unnatural grace. The streetlights flickered on and off, revealing glimpses of its face. It was hers again, yet wrong, a mask of familiarity layered with something alien. You cannot hide from me, it said, the voice both hers and not hers, echoing in 1,000 tones. She turned and ran, feet slapping against the pavement, heart hammering against her ribs. The shadows seemed to follow her, stretching their long, skeletal fingers toward her. The wind whispered secrets she could not understand. Branches scraped against the walls, sounding like fingernails scratched.